Hello, 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 everyone. Hello
Hello.
to everybody. Wow, yeah, yeah. Welcome, everyone, to the Curse of Strahd campaign. My name is Liam McKinnon. I am your dungeon master. I am so very happy to be here. Yeah, I'm right here. Um, oh no. With us here is David, Noah, Kylah, and Padon. I'm so very excited for today's session. Yeah. Um, quick little check-in for myself. I'm very tired. We're gonna see how it goes today, but I'm very tired. Also, feel something in my throat, which is weird because I already got over a sickness a week ago. So, yay! So we'll see how my voice is just doing throughout the day, or throughout this session. Big announcement, at least from my own end, is regarding that I'm going to be officially going on the Sorry Not Sorry improv stage at the Grindstone Theater this Saturday. Going to be doing my very first YEG D&D show, which I'm very excited about. This month I am going to thank you. This month I'm going to be doing NPC work, and then a month from now I'm going to be the dungeon master for it. So this is gonna be wild, son.
Dungeon.
Um,
What?
yeah, right. It's gonna be fun.
Daddy.
What? This is just just have someone just yell out in the audience, "Daddy!" and then just like
Have you thought any more about that tattoo?
I I took a photo of it. I think I'm gonna run it by everybody in the Sorry Not Sorry group
Yeah.
and be like,
What's
"Hey
that sound?
guys."
Sorry, what's that sound? Is that the sound of backpedaling?
Talk to your mother about it.
I did.
Did you actually?
Yeah, I did. I said, "Hey, mom, I'm thinking I might get a tattoo." She's like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah, like a Dungeons and Dragons one." She's like, "Okay, yeah." And I'm thinking I'm gonna get it in my lower back. And then she went, "What?" Actually, my dad went, who was across the room at the time. He hears this, and he's like, "Don't do that."
Do it. Do it.
Tramp stamp, tramp stamp.
Stamp.
There's plenty of actors out there who have tattoos. I can't name a single one who's got a tramp stamp. Like,
Well, I mean,
I could
it's probably
That's
hard to see a
such a
tramp stamp
lie.
time.
There are probably like all of them.
Unless you're a plumber.
Yeah, yeah, that's
see.
a lot of ass.
That's the thing. That's the thing. I
Probably
could
the
be.
best demographic to get tramp stamps actually, just because they would be the most visible.
Yeah. I think it's
Or
just the name. Like again, we call it a tramp stamp, and I'm like, oh, it's that name. It's like, you know what? It's a bad connotation. We need to take it out. Like there's absolutely like a valid reason to get a lower back tattoo. It's the most visible whenever you bend over at work. It's totally fine to have one. We just need to stop
it's the
calling it a
most
tramp stamp.
visible when you're getting bent over. I apologize.
And start the recording again. Hey, everybody, it's
All
Liam.
right.
I work in the day job service industry, my man. I know what it's like to get bent over. Heyo!
Right.
Hey, me too. I got bent over
Yeah.
today.
Oh,
Congratulations.
damn. That's not true. I'm a virgin. I'm still in there. Anyway, so that's fun.
Same.
Dang, sad face. Or happy face. Live your best life out there.
Dang.
Everybody, welcome to D&D. So that's all my announcements. Yeah, is that I'm gonna be in YG D&D. Excited to be here, and I'm a virgin as of now, so that's great. All the important
And
information
that
coming
has
out.
nothing to do with D&D.
Has nothing to do with anything. So, yeah, it's literally just got to do with like what I did stand up. So that's all it has to do with anything. Um, yeah. So I don't know if anybody else has any other announcements that are relevant
Can't
as
beat
mine.
that.
Yeah, I don't. I think anything's just gonna go in one year out the other after all that.
Yeah, I agree.
Fantastic. That's super duper. I will say, actually, there is an announcement regarding this game. We are going to be doing our very first in-person game for the Curse of Strahd campaign. Like what? I mean, for Noah used to come over to my house. It was like in a few years, but we're going to be doing it in 2 weeks, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Our next session.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so I'm going to be looking to get some tech with that. I'm going to try to find a tripod and try to get some stuff set up. So we'll see how that all goes. But
You are
yeah,
the tripod, Liam.
just imagine me holding up my phone the whole time and just being like, "Okay, everybody, roll for initiative," and then just like left hand writing the whole time, just doing this, or just like cross arming and just being like, "Okay," doing like zoom ins on people's faces. That'd be fun.
Zoom in
Well-
reactions on everyone.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you rolled a 7, and we get the 7 cam.
Sounds very office.
7, right?
We get that was just gonna say we get a 6, and then it just like go in right on
6,
there.
right?
That's cam, everybody. Hey, just want to clarify. That was a 6, right?
I know Monica hates that, but she kind of had it coming.
Yeah.
She's like, I can do it on my own, and then, but 6, right?
I remember the orange. Oh, Jesus Christ. Thanks for reminding me of that. And then I was just like, don't ask me.
Yeah, because you were trying to help her, and then she was like, I can do it on my own, and then does it all and goes, 6, right?
Don't ask if you don't want me to help. Oh, Lord. Oh, you had to watch it. You had to be
Oh.
there. You had to be there. You guys want to play D&D today? I don't know.
Why?
I'm kind of liking this.
I've lost my notes.
Pat's trying to
I've
bring
lost my mind.
But
It's
I'm
okay. Kylah always keeps good notes. Kylah, what were your notes last time?
I usually keep great notes. That's why I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm so disappointed in myself. Literally, Peyton, my notes were, well, it does actually, in the beginning, it says, met some wolves. Your memory is back. Has to poo. That's it.
Has to poo. Yep. Correct.
I just like met some wolves too.
Met some wolves.
Met some wolves.
Hey, how's it going?
what's up? Oh,
That verb is doing so much heavy lifting. Just like, yeah, we met some wolves. That's it. Damn. Yeah, nothing at all happened last session of note at all. So yeah, let's get into this session for Curse of Strahd. But very quickly, anybody have any questions character-wise? Anything?
We took a long rest, right?
You're in the process of it. You guys are currently like up and I think you guys are still talking at this moment, right? You guys are still talking, or
Well, I already
I think we
updated-
said we made our list and then we were off to bed, I think.
and you're going off to bed. So we are going to be concluding the long rest. So yeah, now is the time to get your spells prepared for the day.
I definitely
Well,
did that already.
Vystera, the last thing that happened was Vystera vomited.
Yeah, that's right.
That's nothing new.
Yeah, that's
And-
pretty common for an ending.
Yeah.
Then I burped and then it was just a whole thing.
Squally shit, you know.
Holy
Squally
farted.
turned brown.
So Squally's thing is shitting. Eren's thing is burping. Vystera's thing is
Hayden's thing
vomiting.
is burping.
Yeah. Sly's thing
does
is
that mean?
And Ben's thing is,
Meh,
there you go.
meh.
I think that was the biggest eye roll I've ever done.
Yeah, like Ben could feel that. He's like, meh,
I hope
Meh.
so.
meh.
It almost rivaled the "You're my only daddy" eye roll.
Does anybody have speak with animals?
No,
I would like to speak with Ben.
No.
not even like the idea of like I don't have the spell. It's like no one is speaking to Ben.
I want to speak with Ben. Yeah, like we do speak with animals, and he's
Where's
literally
Rufus?
just going, "Meh."
That is what he's saying.
Like that
literally.
is what he's saying is just,
Yeah.
"Meh."
We did speak with animals on a pigeon in my other campaign, and literally all he said was bread, 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 bread,
Fine,
Bread.
fine.
It
Fantastic.
was hilarious.
Bread. Your bread.
Yeah, we're like, can you tell us anything? He's just like, bread.
Bread.
I still like Diablo's deep ass voice. Hello, my name is Diablo.
I am Diablo. I am the fairy dragon from the Feywild. Thank you for taking care of me. The big man wants to eat me, and I do not like that. And then his normal like fairy like dragon thing is like
Yeah.
like hello.
He's got that sexy deep voice.
Yes. Well, if nobody has any other questions, I guess we can just dive down into this session
Yeah.
for what?
So weird. Oh, abyss. Dive down into the abyss, which
We'll
is
dive
where I
down.
think my clipboard went because I literally don't move it anywhere, and now it's gone. Anyway,
no.
Let's go to the abyss.
enough about me.
Let's go to the abyss, guys. Let's do it together in this episode for Curse of Strahd. When last we left off with our adventures in Barovia, you had all made your way out of the Amber Temple, noticing that the cart that, or the wagon that Esmeralda had left unto you, had one of the wheels had been destroyed from it, and you guys trying to figure out a way to be able to take the cart with you back to town after Kari, after Kari had expressed a desire not to leave the cart, and to simply just wander the heavy snow in the mountain. It definitely took like Sly and Eren to be carrying the wagon as you were moving through the pass. But you were able to get through with Kari, with her brother Tristan, with Irina. You were able to make it with Ben, of course, precious cargo. You guys were going through the pass, had gone past the green flamed uh, fire curtain, and then you had made your way down the mountain to interact with some dire wolves, or meet them, as we've found out. You met some wolves. Wystera specifically had killed one of them, and then the other wolves seemingly fled into the forest, and you all made your way back to Kresk. You made your way to Kresk, and presently you are back at the home of Cretiana and Cortel. And while you're here, Kari was speaking with her brother as you were all away, or as you were all going to sleep. Wystera, you had discovered on the journey that Twitch had died and frozen over, basically, like succumbed to freezing cold in when you had sent her to do a scouting mission to find more of the power. And essentially, you had discovered, what was it? That you needed to resummon Twitch. But when you had summoned her this time, she did not take on the same form that she had before. Her form was that instead of a shadowy imp. Very much someone who is obedient and is listening to the orders and commands that you give without any
Sass.
any sass. Yeah, that's the word. When you had gone to sleep, Kari had set a meeting with all of you to discuss kind kind of a plan of action, and then incorporated Wystera into that same plan. And you all were trying to come up with a list of what to do before the next night, for when you are all invited to the dinner, the reception dinner for Strahd's wedding, and then the wedding, which is the very next day. Still wondering the questions of if you will all be in attendance. There are still some things that you all need to do, should you so choose it. But obviously, the only notes that we had was that Squally can turn brown now. So in this moment, looks like we're still going to be figuring out how that's going in this session. So for right now, vomit has been spewed, and now you guys are able to have your rest. Squally, yeah, definitely you can prepare the spells you want to have prepared for this day. We'll give you some time to do that as we are describing what's happening. Waking up, you guys can smell boiling vegetables. You guys can smell a fragrant sense of home cooking wafting through the house. You see Cortel is in the kitchen, sullen as ever, but preparing breakfast. You guys can also see that Cretiana is doing a little etching design for like doing her midwife duties for Demura. She is creating this display of a mist shrouded swamp with what looks to be kind of a gray of some kind. Could be like a ray of moonlight, but there's got a little bit of a yellow tinge to it, which is rather interesting. You all awaken your own pace as Cortel is going through. There's a moment, Wystera, when you have awakened. Cortel comes up to you and presents ash in your hand and says, I found this on the floor. Did you go through my coal again?
I did not. I have been asleep.
Cortel just looks. Okay. And then just kind of walks away, sunken, sullen, back to chopping up carrots. As you are all coming to, Kari is wide awake at this point. She looks like she's actually been up for a while. She sits at the table respectively, and kind of waits for a moment for the meal to be presented for them, for her. And yeah, a small, like kind of like a bowl of like pureed turnips is presented with like a little bit of a side thing of oats. And Kari just kind of like goes through and eats it quickly, is done, and then is getting ready to get going. And she's going to be heading over to Anna.
Vistra finishes up, sees this, and finishes up pretty quickly as well.
All right. The rest of you guys are just all waking up. Yeah, you guys have a little bit of a moment to yourselves.
Vistra's not in the room right now.
No, Vistra appears to be like eating up their food, her food quickly, and then is also looking to be clearing out, correct? No.
But are we all in the same room, like Kari?
Kari's heading out the door right now, to go speak to Anna. But you are currently in the, like, if you want to be coming down that stairs to see Vistra, you're absolutely welcome to.
I'll get up with Sly and Eren when they get up.
Yeah, I would have just gotten my sleep and gotten up. Not thinking too much about anything right now, just focused on we have our list now. Let's do that.
Same.
Let's do that again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Vistra heads out the door right behind Kari.
Okay. You guys waking up to the day with a focus mentality, getting up, working to go towards the tasks you are all set for yourselves. Unified, moving out the door in this like single file line of kind of like getting up ready. Kari is kind of like getting like parts of her armor up and cinched with her mithril chain. Fixing the dragon emblazoned shield onto her. She goes to Anna's home, knocks on the door. Anna wakes up, or not, doesn't wake up, but she opens the door. She's been up for a little while too. She sees Kari, and Kari says, "Good morning, Burgermaster. We wanted to let you know, or ask actually, if the wagon is prepared, if it would be ready." Anna says, "Yes, one of our one of the locals is going to be getting the wagon ready right now." Kari says, "Thank you very much." Um, Anna says, "I will let you know that the cost for this, the trade for this, was to give up one of their own cartwheels and giving what little wine reserves we had left to this individual." Kari takes a pause and a moment. Well, looks at all of you. I'm sure we appreciate that. Um, Anna says, very, not sternly, but she does say, matter of factly, she says, "I'm uncertain as to the proper process that I should go through with this. Without wine, many of our, and without proper livestock, a lot of our people will be discontent, rather unruly. I do not know if you possibly would be able to acquire or know where we could acquire more wine. But unfortunately, we're spent now." Kari looks at all you. It's kind of shaken from her purpose now at this.
After unsuccessfully trying to save the winery, I am not sure. Perhaps there is wine in the monastery.
Anna says, I personally do not wish to be bartering or making any deals or even to be speaking with the abbot as of this moment."
I'm not suggesting we barter, but perhaps there's some there.
Anna kind of looks at you with that expression, little disconcerted. She looks at all of you and says, I I want you to know, and I want you to know, looks at Kari, that in your absence, your brother, I will watch over and make sure that he is all right and he is welcome in my home. We can maybe even speak to him about potentially understanding a little bit more of how to work in the community here, the absence. The trouble that I'm finding right now is if we should be in attendance to the wedding. The invite was made, and while I myself do not feel safe attending, I also do not wish for my people to be subjected to any ill treatment or believing to be conspiring in any way. Should this wedding happen, I fear that it may create a unity within this valley that is unknown to all of us. And my hope is that with the bride, however this will happen, that things can go well. But I must ask you all, if you know the situation and circumstances of this wedding, if any of you know about this. I myself do not know much at all.
We're kind of still figuring it out too, honestly. We don't even know who his bride is, for sure.
Oh, I see. Well, if that's the case, I do feel as if having some individuals to travel from Kresk to go to the castle is a show of good faith. I don't like it. I hesitate to say that I should go. I know it is something that my husband, I would do it for my husband before, but with the way that things are, I feel like it would be safer for me to take care of my people, to take care of their needs. But I also don't know if it would be disrespectful, and it's complicated. But rest assured, your brother will be safe here, and all of you will be welcome, of course. This is a very difficult position to be in. I hope you all are well today. And I hope the Morning Lord looks kindly upon you in your ventures. She excuses herself. Kari says, I will be sure to drop Tristan off before we leave. Okay, guys. Kari says, should we go get Irina?
We should.
I guess.
If you guys want to take care of that, I'm gonna look at the cart and then I will go get Tristan and then we can get going.
Very well.
All right. You guys make your way over to the house where Irina is staying. Irina is not at the house though. As you're walking through the village of Kresk, you see Irina standing by the empty, well, the small pool of water. It's kind of lowered. in this level that is still. You make your way and see that she is standing there, looking down.
I'll go kind of beside her and say, are you looking for someone?
No, 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 of course not. Just feels like something's missing.
I understand what you mean.
Well, I'm not sure. Where are we going to be heading off to today? What are we thinking?
Right, just to clarify with the rest of my team, we're thinking we're taking her to the tower. Was that the last plan we talked about?
Correct me if I'm wrong, anyone, but was something floated around like we take her to the tower and basically like use her as live bait? Is that just how I interpreted what we were saying last time?
Well, I got the idea we were sort of divided on what to do and whether.
Well, I thought it was
That's
just bringing there to protect her, but I mean,
Either we lock her up in the in Izzy's tower or we take her with us, depending on what we think.
but I thought we decided not to take her with us because
oh right, Esmeralda's tower. Right. My bad, yeah.
yeah, not to take her with us to the wedding,
Okay.
but just to protect her there.
Because we're still unsure if Strahd will have access to her in the tower.
Yes.
Is that
That
what
was-
we're
Yeah, that was.
that's where we left off, right? We're kind of like
Yeah, will
How
he
safe
still
was-
be able
okay.
to get her? Like obviously he's waiting for her in that town, so we don't want to do that.
mhm.
But okay.
Didn't
Then
we have to go to Valaki for some reason?
Oh,
did we?
We made a list.
what's the list?
I didn't write down the list.
Oh,
Well, there was some discussion of whether we used whether we snuck in to get the wedding dress or not.
Oh, right.
I remember that bit of where like we'll sneak in. Were we gonna sneak in and kidnap the bride?
Well, I thought we were going to get the wedding dress, then go to Kresk and
Right.
kill the abbot and the bride.
I think
Right.
and we were gonna leave
We're
Irene
gonna
to keep her in the tower.
Yep.
Then we were gonna go kill the body and steal the dress to make sure the wedding wouldn't happen. Was that our plan?
basically crash the wedding.
I mean, that's not a bad plan.
It's just that as soon as it seems to me
right.
that if we kill the abbot and the bride, Strahd's going to know something's up, and then our invitation isn't going to be quite the same.
I thought we were gonna kill them when we were at the wedding.
Oh,
Oh, who? The abbot?
Yeah, the abbot and the bride.
Oh, I didn't understand that. I thought we were going to.
That's how I interpreted it.
Oh,
It was like, okay, because this was kind of like late at the like tail end of the session last time, and we were just like, this is what we're doing. And then we were like, cool, good night.
see,
So nothing was finalized.
I don't think we should be trying to take on the abbot and Strahd at the same time. I assumed we were going
Fair.
to take on the abbot in his
we could at least just take out the bride.
abbey. I don't think we're getting to the bride without taking on the abbot.
True.
That's
I
not.
mean, we can be sneaky, can't we?
I don't see that working out. Unless we all have dimension door and invisibility.
I mean,
I'm a barbarian.
Exactly.
I'm a barbarian, but I'm a cat barbarian.
I am not a cat.
So
Should
my
be some sort of stealth in there.
so I'm
okay.
not sneaky.
Well, we have to have Irina agree to go to the tower first, right?
You guys are like huddled over at this moment while Irina's kind of like looking at the
No.
like question. Yeah,
No, we're
if you guys
not.
haven't had this, if you guys haven't really had this
We
discussion,
were sleepy
this is a
from last
longer
time.
process. This
Give
isn't
us
just
a
like
second.
this is a long process of wait, we gotta have an actual clarification on the conversation here. Like
fine.
this is a situation where it's just like
Sorry, we gotta actually come up with a plan. We're not just gonna charge
I lost
in.
my clipboard.
I'm sorry I can't not make it part of like in-game time doing it.
Sorry, Squally has to take a shit. Don't rush us.
Okay, anyways, to Irina.
You guys can take as
As
long
we're
as
looking into the pool, Squally will say, well, we have an idea, and I don't know if you're agreeable to said idea, but I know, and you've elicited to me that you do feel unsafe, and I believe today is going to be the day where he tries to come for you. And if you would like, we know a place that perhaps maybe he can't get to you and can't access you, but I feel here he can definitely get to you. Is this something you would be agreeable to?
to get me somewhere where I will be like exactly the location, the specific thing, like where would we be going?
Well, it's a very secret booby-trapped tower that hopefully
You're going to
is-
put me in a tower with traps in it?
No. You'll be fine. You'll be safe from the traps. The traps are from Strahd and anyone else who tries to come to you.
Oh, okay. Make a persuasion check, Squally, just off of this.
That will be nice. How does a 9 do?
Irina is definitely
Suspicious.
trepidatious with
Don't
being like
be suspicious.
oh,
Don't be
okay.
suspicious.
Don't be
S-
suspicious.
Well, the places that we've gone to before, yesterday was one of the worst places I've ever been to, and the fact that you didn't remember anyone that you were with at all yesterday was a problem.
I
And
understand.
now we're going into a tower that's trapped. And
I
those
think
traps
that-
aren't for me, they're for the person looking for me if he decides to enter and come through, which sounds like it's a possibility still.
Well, with correct preparation, hopefully not. The thing about this tower is we've been there before. We know it through and through. We have the place we went to yesterday.
We're gonna home alone the shit out of this house, okay?
What's that?
You haven't heard of the popular play? Is it a regional thing?
It must be. I've never seen it.
Maybe
Oh, dude, you're missing out.
maybe
It's so
growing.
heartfelt. And it's like, but there's lots of like violence and action, so it's right up my alley. You'd love it. But it's like
Yeah.
it really hits you right where
Dungeon
you
Daddy
live.
face
ahead.
palm #1.
Irina.
Sorry, I'm just wrapping my mind around a
Tavern
cat
and Solace.
nature who knows the regional play of
Cottage
Home
Solace.
Alone. I shouldn't judge. I really shouldn't
Cottage
judge.
Solace. That's what it's called.
They were too busy at the golf course to notice.
What is it called?
Cottage Solace.
Face palm #2. We're doing well tonight.
That's me
That
taking a
sounds
note.
depressing.
You'd think so, but you know, it's humorous. It's heartfelt. It's action packed. It's got everything you want. Gratuitous violence.
I don't know.
You
It
know?
kind of sounds like a dirty book.
Okay, get your mind out of the gutter, Squally. Sorry,
Like,
Sly has interest in the arts as well.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't fit your
You gotta
one
pick
mold.
one thing.
Sorry, I don't fit your one mold.
Okay. Anyway,
You hear a voice in your head, Sly, that goes, "That sounds like a freaking dope play."
It is, isn't it?
How about like everybody at the mountain do that play? That'd be great.
Oh,
that's funny. Okay, see, this is
Sure,
what we know
sure.
so far, and this is why it's
Yeah.
difficult. We
Okay.
know that staying here is not safe. And we know that going to the wedding with you most likely is the worst place to be.
Yes, that would be the worst thing ever, to go directly to the wedding.
We, as a group,
There is a stretch.
are going to attempt to thwart the wedding somehow. Preferably thwarting whatever the abbot has going on.
When do they ask if anyone objects?
Now, really?
because legally they have to stop the wedding.
Yeah.
If we object, legally they cannot get married.
And
Exactly.
what if the person who's getting married is the one who like oversees the law of the land?
Shouldn't have made those
They
laws.
still we object to the wedding, so they cannot get married.
Okay, that's not the plan. Everyone just ignore.
I
ignore it.
can't ignore that. I can't
Focus on
ignore.
me.
I
Plan.
object.
Oh, gotta stop. Gotta stop. Can't go on.
Wedding off.
See?
This is an individual who came into my house when I objected, after I objected one time and then did it a second time, and I've been objecting and they are hunting me down. So I don't think that they are going to stop when one of you steps up to say it again.
Yes,
There's
that's why
5 of
that's
us.
not the plan. That's
It's worked in many of the plays I've seen.
y'all need
Jesus.
to show. I'll just like under my wing be like, we need to convince her to leave. Stop. Anyways, so essentially, we are going to try to thwart the abbot, but you being here doesn't make us feel comfortable for you or safe for you. But if we can find somewhere safe for you, which the only place we know of is this place with the booby traps that is quite heavily guarded. Otherwise, our only other option is you coming with us. But then again, that might be even more dangerous, as we saw yesterday.
You keep saying like these things like are facts here with this, and I understand. I appreciate you wanting to keep me safe. Do I have a choice in this matter? Like genuinely,
Yes,
that's
that's
yes.
why I'm asking you. We're trying to
Dead
define
or alive, you're coming with
option.
it.
So here's what I will say. This sounds very flimsy, if I'm being honest. And it seems like where you're at, it doesn't even seem like you know what the best choice will be in this matter.
Oh, we have no idea.
Part of my non-convention is giving you room for consent and your voice. For what? I don't want to pressure you to do anything you don't want to do, but this is what we feel is a good option, and that is sincere.
Well, if you're the one they're coming for, like what makes you the most comfortable in the situation?
The wedding crashing, like you going to the wedding, to me is the most comfortable and safe I've ever had. No one has been wanting to do that for me before. That makes me
Okay.
feel, I mean, I, as much as I must confess, this plan doesn't sound well. I saw you all survive lightning yesterday. That's impressive. And I can feel like if that can be something you can survive, as well as everything else you've all endured. And obviously you are, gestures to you, Eren. You've gone
Mhm.
through quite a bit, as you have, and looks at Sly.
Yeah, how saved
massive-
my arm.
That, oh, okay. Yeah. Not from this booby-trapped tower, though, right? That's not, that
No, a
wasn't,
house. No
okay, so this,
tower.
got it. I understand. My apologies. I'm concerned, but I understand the impulse, and I thank you for considering my safety.
Well, we're going to the wedding. That, like, or the whatever, the dinner or something tonight. Wait, tonight or tomorrow night?
The wedding is tomorrow. The dinner reception is tonight.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. And
Well-
we have to go to that.
And we would be happy to go with you in hopes to protect you as much as possible.
But yeah,
All right. Well,
we'll be your security detail. / entourage.
entourage. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, if that's the case, at this point, Kari shows up with two behind you all with the wagons. Like, are we good? We're ready.
No.
Yep.
Squally just smacks you with his wing.
Irina's
Ow.
definitely a little. Yeah. Okay. I can get ready. I can get everything. Give me a moment, and she's gonna go get her stuff and get ready to go.
Somebody
Kari's like,
go with her.
While she walks away, I'll like kind of go to Kari and I'm like, she'll come with us, but she doesn't like our plan, and I didn't do a very good job convincing her that she should go to the tower personally, but and then Squally's really unsure of himself. She's
Squally,
coming.
Turns a little bit brown.
More orange, actually.
I am.
It's like a like a burnt umber, if you will. Brownish orange.
rather crusty umber there. Got it.
It's nervous has to poo.
The nervous shits. We've all been there.
uh, Kari, okay, Squally, it's all right. You guys can see with the wagon, the wheel used, very stark contrast from everything else. But yeah, it's set. Looks like it can hold pretty well. It's not as elegant really as the kind of the Vistani style wagon. But yeah. Kari looks at everybody and says, "All right, so drop off Irina, take care of that, and what's
No,
next?"
I think she's coming with us. We're not dropping her off.
Oh, Squally, we will drop her off. I know it seems like it's not great, but we have to drop her off. Squally,
No. I literally, listen to me, Kari. I literally just promised her that we would not leave her alone because that is what she wants. She truly
Squally,
needs
no.
company. No, Kari, listen to me. Squally like smacks his foot down with his weird boots and is like, I'm not putting her there if she is not willing to go herself. And if she wants us to protect her, which is what she has explicitly asked us to do, then we will do it. It is more than anyone else has done to help her, and we need to do it.
So, Squally, explain to me this. What happens when we take her with us to go and face the abbot? What happens then?
Well, she might just hang out with us and fight like she did yesterday, but we can't.
Right,
We have
and
to
Sit in the waiting
have to
room.
go with her.
Right.
She
And
has
let
to
me
be
ask
with
you,
us.
course. And let me ask you this, Squally. What happens when the abbot sees someone who probably looks exactly like his bride and then basically finds out, oh, there's competition? Do you think he's just gonna like let her just sit there, or is he going to blind her
Going to
eyes?
kill him anyways?
I
Sly
continue.
assuredly points at Squally and to like emphasize that point.
If he sees her, what's the problem?
I am still of the opinion that she is safer with us.
Squally, Irina starts to come up and she says, Kari says, 1 second, please. Squally, come over here, and pulls over like you, Squally, alone, like just to get you away from everybody else. Squally, what is going on with you right now?
What do you mean?
Squally, you told me, every one of you told me, we'll listen and work with Wystera, and I'm okay with that. But Irina does not stay with us. She can't stay with us.
Why?
Squally, I'm going to trust that you can understand this yourself. I don't want to have to say it because I don't want to keep badgering it, but like, you're going to make me say it, and I don't want to say it. Are you going to make me say it?
Yes.
Because I don't trust Wystera right now. Because I don't trust her. And I don't trust that Irina should stay with us right now because Wystera just turned our fucking one chance into a goddamn shadow sword. And I don't know what she's going to do with Irina if we bring her into the fucking castle with us. So I don't trust her. So explain to me exactly what is fucking happening right now.
I will be honest, I did not consider that your point yesterday evening was that Irina would be at risk from Wystera, which I know Wystera's main aim is to defeat Strahd and to not have her marry. And considering what Wystera has gone through in her own position of being wedded to someone else, I know for a fact she will try to protect Irina.
Squally, right now, I don't believe you myself. I'm having trouble believing that. I'm having trouble that you...
What is
Look,
going on with you?
right now, we had a plan that we set up for ourselves yesterday, and now I find out that
No, our
because you...
plan was reliant on whether or not she would choose to go with us, whether or not Irina would choose to do that. She has said explicitly that she cannot choose to do that. She can't. It's not, she can't do it. And Irina's protection is our main goal, correct?
It is our main
Yes?
goal. Yes. Yes.
So her choice, we're not going to lock her and tie her in a tower. If
We're
her
not tying
choice,
her up. Did you tell her that we're tying her up, Squally?
well, I'm not going, how else she doesn't want to go. This is what I'm saying. I'm saying her choice, she wants us to protect her. She wants to stay with us.
My brother's choice when he was going here got my friends killed. We have to start making choices. We got to be the smart ones right now. That's what I'm trying to say. We got to be the smart ones.
And you
And you
give this woman no choice over her own, nothing. She's had no control over any of this for her entire life, and you're just going to take that away too. We're just going to do the same thing that Strahd's been doing to her, because I don't feel good about doing that right now. I don't care about anything else but what she needs. And I know that because I was literally embodied with whoever's reincarnation's Sergio or whatever, Sergey, and I know and I feel the
Sergio.
need. Thank you.
At this point, you guys hear this conversation too as it's getting heightened. Yeah. Continue.
We can't do what everyone else has done to her. We can be better than that. We can protect her with her voice and using what she needs and what she wants. We can do that. You can do that. I wouldn't ask you in a million years to do something you didn't want to do. We can't do that just because of feeling empowered to that we are the chosen ones to end this. And I know you know that.
All right. Well, let's ask everybody then what they want to do. Let's do it again. Let's figure it out. Let's do it right now before we go anywhere. Kari walks over to the group. Okay, guys. So apparently we need to clarify what it is we need to do. We need to change it up because right now it doesn't seem like the list that we've set ourselves to do is going to be focused on. And I think that it's important for everyone to share their own thoughts and their own choices. And I think that what we should do here is just discuss it. Let's talk about it. So let's just, Irina, you're here right now. We'll tell you we're talking right now about the focus is trying to keep you safe. So let's individually just go around and say what our personal feeling would be about keeping Irina safe. Let's do that. Let's do that.
Can we start with
Individually go around.
Irina, you go ahead to start.
Irina says, "No, I'd like to hear from all of you. Myself, I would like to express afterwards, if I can." Kari says, "Okay, yeah." Myself, I think it would be a smart idea to keep Irina safe by taking her to the tower that we've been to, where we were able to find a proper bed, place to rest. It's protected and closed off from anything else that could be potentially a problem. Esmeralda, an individual who has been hunting down Strahd for a while, had been camping out there, and she had been surviving there, and there was no harm brought to her. I think that that is a reasonable place to be able to go and set ourselves up for protection and set you for protection. That's what I think. Staying here would also be a secondary choice, but the problem right now is that we are probably going to be disrupting this area and making it potentially a threat, or in the eyes of Strahd, it will be a place where he might target. So I think that we should remove her from here. That's my thought.
Eren, Sly.
I agree with the sentiment that our main goal is to make sure she's safe. Like, no one is arguing any different from that. And yeah, we initially thought that putting her in Esmeralda's tower would be the spot. But Irina expressed hesitancy towards that plan and felt more secure staying with us. We're if she understands her capabilities more than we do, if she feels more secure being with us, that's her call to make there. If our mission was to keep you safe, Kari, and we set you up and said, hey, we're going to set you in Esmeralda's tower and put you aside, you wouldn't sit around. You would tell us you're coming with us. And that's the choice you would make. If Irina decides she wants to stay at the tower, then we'll set her up there. If she feels it's best for her to come with us, that's her decision to make. Whatever decision she makes, we'll do all in our power to make sure she is safe.
Eren?
I will say I genuinely have no idea what the best path forward is, but I think that yes, Irina should have a say in this, but that also she should probably know everything that we're planning on doing if she's gonna come along.
Which, as I understand it, I'll save my thing later. Who else wants to say something?
Wystera?
I'll also say, when has anything we've planned gone exactly to plan? Like, we can lay out the most brilliant strategy and try and follow that to a T. Once we get into the fray of things, everything goes right out the window.
Wystera?
If Irina wants to stay with us, she stays with us.
We're basically deciding whether we think she's safer on her own in the tower or with us. That's all this comes down to.
All right, let's do this then. If she's going to be with us, let's lay out what it is that we are doing for ourselves today, that she is going to be with us throughout the day. Let's do that. And let's actually ask the question if she would be safe in any of these situations, these tasks. Let's do that then.
That's fair.
What's task number 1?
Well, task number 1 was take her to the tower.
Okay, what's task number 2 then?
Was it Valky or Abbott?
Let's take it as Valaki, as she pulls out her list that she's written down for herself. And she just says, yeah.
How about none of us, if we want to get the wedding dress as a way to get into the Abbott's trust, how about Irina get us for it? Because we can't go into that town right now, but Irina can.
That seems quite dangerous for her.
To walk in and simply go get a dress?
Yes.
You do remember that his fucking maid is there, right?
His
No.
maid.
Right.
His maid is there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every single person there. And now there's someone who's in the government who's actually loyal to Strahd. You don't think that she would have known exactly like what he's like after?
Everyone who is loyal to Strahd knows that he is after her?
I
I
mean,
don't
you'd have
know.
to think so.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
I think it'd be healthier to assume yes than to assume no in this situation.
So do we get the dress or not? 'Cause if we are going to get the dress, we are going to have to fight our way in, no?
We're not questioning if we're going to get the dress, though. We're talking about sneaking into the place and getting the dress. But then if we have Irina with us,
And
like
then
that's
burning it.
and burning it, that's actually the clearest task, and I actually endorse that 100%.
Well,
We
there's no point in getting it and burning it. If we're going to get it, we have to use it as a Trojan horse to get us in to the abbot and then kill him.
And then burn it.
Yes. Little smile creeps across Wystera's face.
I mean, do we really need, like, I don't know if that guy's gonna let us back in, even if we have a dress.
I think
But
he will.
it's worth a try, I guess.
I think he will.
let's put that as an option then. So if we go to Valaki and then we have Irina with us and we get the dress and we bring him to the abbot, then what happens then? Because if we get caught in Valaki and they're chasing us, they're going to chase us right back to Kresk. And then we got a bunch of Valakinians or whatever the hell they are. They're chasing up after us. And then we go into Kresk and they're going to maybe, if they do know Irina, they're going to try to storm in and try to take her. And if they have to try to storm in and take her, then the abbot's going to hear about that. Or if we even go to the abbot, we have to keep eyes on Irina and go and then fight the abbot. And we can't all be in the same place at the same time. So then we split ourselves up. And then we're breaking our own group.
And can we disguise Irina?
I don't have any disguise works at all with me. I don't have any of that.
I do. Don't I?
You do?
No. That's my other character. I have herbs.
Well, I'm glad you have herbs.
I can
You
make
just
look
dangle
so-
berries from her hair.
I have a mustache.
Yeah.
You have a mustache?
No, I'm kidding.
I know. I have okay.
Does
well,
seem like
I
something
have,
Wystera
I
would just
have
have for
disguised
names.
self.
But that disguises yourself.
Keyword self.
That could be interesting though.
Perhaps.
I mean, it might get you in to be able to get the dress.
Yes.
This is what yes, this is
That's a good
Now we're
plan.
talking.
Let's
There
do
we
it.
go. But we also have to make sure we don't go up too close to the wagon. They know what the wagon looks like that we've been on.
Correct.
See, but then why does Irina need to be with us for that? I guess if we all just like stay outside of the thing and leave her in the wagon, but then we'd have to have somebody stay in the wagon to keep her
We're
safe.
not saying she needs to be with us. We're saying she wants to be with us.
She
Our
looks at
main
Irina.
argument for why she needs to be with us is she told us she feels more comfortable being with us.
Irina looks at you guys and she says, actually, I didn't say that. I said that I feel comfortable with all of you going to the castle and dealing with that and taking care of it. That makes me feel the most safe.
that's what I was trying to say to you, Kari, earlier.
But I don't feel safe going to the castle. And right now I don't have certainty with all of you. I'm sorry, I don't. I don't feel like the way that my brother and I were living before my dad had passed away. We'd been living in a very difficult set of circumstances. But what my brother did when he had committed himself to keeping me safe before he had to become the burgomaster was that he always made sure that whatever I needed was taken care of. But at the same time, and I don't mean to make this sound as if like I require choice to be feeling as if I'm being heard in this. I do feel, and I want you all to know, I do feel like you are having me in your best interest to keep me safe. I don't. I'm sorry, you all don't really project the best set of confidence right now. And that's kind of the kindest way I can say that. I feel safe because you can all meet the horrors of this world better than my brother could, better than our people could. You've survived it, you fought, and I've seen some of you come back from it. That's something that very few people can do. But while I'm certain of your capabilities, that doesn't necessarily make me feel more secure simply being around you all.
Understandable. What about reuniting you with your brother?
Kari says, if our first priority is to take Irina to her brother, then we basically spend most of the day going back to Barovia, and then we spend the rest of the day coming back to Kresk. That would be all of our tasks. We wouldn't have anything left to do except then go to the castle for the dinner if we want to. And this is when actually Irina does speak up. She says, well, then if that's the case, why don't you take me to Ismark and Barovia when you go to the castle? Before you go there, you can take me there because he is someone I feel most safe with. And if that's the case, then I would feel certain to do that.
He was most likely invited, wasn't he?
Probably, and I think he probably took that invitation, spat on it, and threw it in a fire. I don't think he would at all accept it. It will mean that Barovia does face an incursion, probably. Like if there is a slight, there will be an attack, but maybe there's something that can keep me safe. I don't know. I don't know. So then we leave her here, go off and do our other stuff, and then we take her with us later on. Is that what we do? Or do we take her? No, I don't want to even think about taking her to Valaki, honestly. I like the Squally disguise thing. That makes sense, but
I mean, we could split up. A couple of us get the dress. I can use the disguise thing. And a couple of us take Irina. But again, our whole point was unifying this, so that's a silly idea. Do you know what time the wedding is tomorrow?
No.
Good. Well, the wedding, Irina most likely, if we protect her this evening, she might not even be at the rehearsal dinner or the reception dinner. I apologize. They might not even need her for it, and maybe only need her for the wedding. So if we focus on protecting her first, doing our tasks after, I'm not sure. I believe she would be safest with her brother. That I know.
That takes our whole day though. I don't think we can do that. I think our options are take her to the. I think we either take her to the tower or we take her with us. I don't think.
We just talked about the thing of being able to take her when we go to the castle later tonight. Like we go to Barovia and then we go to the castle. Like we can do that. Or we do take her to the tower and we do what we said we would do. And then we got to take care of those kids. Like, and they're at the tower. So it's the idea that we're checking in on them and they're safe. I don't know how my brother did this. I don't know how he managed to like get everybody focused on one thing. Just to like be able to get it and do it. I don't get it.
Irina, I know you don't like the idea, but you'll be safest if we move you to the tower.
I need you to roll a persuasion check, Eren, with disadvantage.
Cool. Disadvantage, cool. Cool. I thank God I'm a fucking handful.
What is that face?
21. I rolled
20.
I rolled a nat 20 and a 1, but I'm a halfling. I get to reroll ones and I rolled a 19.
You son
Plus
of a
2,
bit.
21.
On such a disheartened, like, I think, anyway. So you say that, and feeling low and sunken, you hear a very mousy but confident, okay. Okay.
I know we seem, you know, like we're not confident with this, but it's because we're not. None of us know what we're getting into. We're all just we all have different ideas right now, but it all is to get to the same place, which is to get you safe and to stop whatever Strahd's doing. We're all on the same page with that.
Sorry there, Hayden. My speaker cut out and I can't hear you. 1 second. One second, folks. Little technical difficulties.
It was really motivational and very leader.
All right, poop wiener, fart wiener.
Perfect. With those words, I can go in with the confidence to hear. I read it to accept.
Very inspirational and motivational and very much leadership.
All right. What I said was, I know you don't think that we're confident, but it's because none of us are confident. None of us have any idea what we're doing. We're trying to stop some crazy dude who's got some weird grip on this land. And whether or not we all have the same idea of how to get there, we're all trying to get to the same place, which is you safe and stopping whatever Strahd is trying to do. And we can all be confident in that, and we can all know that.
All right. Yes, that's the best thing that we can hope for at the end of the day. It's to make sure that people are at least against him.
Oh, we're all against him.
Kari says, all right. So, Wystera, are you driving?
Of course.
All right.
Drovash, when it's time.
All right. You guys can get up on the cart, get on the wagon, and if you guys are ready to go, you will make your way to the tower of Esmeralda's tower right there. And I think we're gonna take our break right there, and we'll come back in a couple minutes.
Poop wiener, fart wiener.
Poop wiener, fart wiener, baby, all day, every day. We back, baby.
Poop wiener,
So,
fart wiener.
wiener, fart wiener, baby. Here we go. You guys load up on into the wagon. Drovash heading out the gates of Kresk. As you head out, standing outside of Anna's home, you can see that the Tristan is looking out, weary-eyed, bags under his eyes. Kari looks out at the wagon, gives a soft wave as you all begin to make your way out of the village. You travel along the Savelich Road, making your way towards the tower. The trip itself seems to go rather quickly. You make your way down the path off the road that leads to the tower itself, and you approach it. How close to the tower do you guys want to park the wagon?
That's an odd question.
Yeah, what do you mean?
Well, we shouldn't be aren't we? We aren't worried about the tower. It's one thing we shouldn't be worried about. So
Well, now I am.
I was gonna say I wasn't worrying about
Yeah,
the
that's a
tower
weird
until Liam
question.
asked us that very
Unless somebody
specific
says
question.
something, Wystera would drive it right up to the tower.
Nope, turn around. We can't go.
Can we see any
We have to change
reasoning
the plan
as to
entirely.
why we can't go close to the tower?
Well, who's in the wagon basically, like where you guys are located inside of it? Like
I think Sly would be up front because he's usually cramped inside that wagon, so he is not
I was
in
gonna
the
say
wagon.
Eren's in the back, so if Wystera
Got it.
pulls up, I'm just
yeah, Sly, I'll allow you to go ahead and make a I mean, you can make a perception check with this. If you
Cool.
want to like
I'll do that.
if you really want to like be like I'm going to go studying, I'm going to go hyper focus, you can make an investigation check if you want, but you know.
Nah, that won't benefit me. Ah, that's just an 8.
I'm hanging out with Ben.
You're looking at the tower, Sly. And you're feeling tension.
Fuck.
Slowly getting towards it, you see what looks to be a hand coming out from one of the trees. And then it's a branch that's kind of like waving and flowing.
I hate you.
Fart cleaner, fart.
There's a moment in the
Yep.
car where Ben was like, "Meh," startled you.
Squally like immediately freaks out.
Cockballs poop.
Fucking Ben.
The duck we've had for like several sessions. Quack, Squally, what the fuck was that?
Quacks and
Really?
Squally goes.
Ben's like looking down on me, like he's got like the white eyes and the gloomy forehead, like he's just fucking like staring at me.
It's
You
like
know
the
what I mean?
penguin from Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah.
Terrifying. Looking around.
What if he's
looking
an agent of Strahd and we have no idea?
He is, I swear to God. We're all gonna die because of Ben.
Meh.
That would be the best. I mean, that honestly would be great. That would be pretty great, honestly. As pissed as I would be,
Ben has
that
been
would
Strahd
be
this
I
whole
would be
time.
Don't give
You
her
guys, you
dying
guys
woman.
have, you guys have raging maggots. I have Ben the duck.
as pissed as I would be,
Yeah.
that's how the campaign would end.
I have an army.
It's-
We have a
it's-
duck.
It's strangely
We have
fitting.
Ben the duck.
Wah, 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 wah.
Squally just keeps stepping in front of Ben the duck and like pushing him aside.
Meh.
He just falls on his side.
Yeah, it's still in his cage. Sly, being up at the front, looking out, there is a heavy haze of fog from the with the morning moving through it. The fog clears up a little bit, but going off like on the main road, but going down the path, you are definitely going into the fog. Your vision is obscured to the point where you begin to see shapes kind of like in the fog itself, creating a sense of unease. As you begin to turn, you begin to make your way and you notice the tower breaking up from the fog at the top. Wystera, you drive the cart. You begin to make your way, getting closer and closer, heading right towards the tower. There's a moment when the fog. Yeah.
Do I sense anything?
You can make a perception check if you want.
15.
15. Rather still. With the fog kind of it begins to lighten up a little bit. So you're like, okay, it's fine. You do notice as you are driving the cart, about 30 feet away, there seems to be some etching in the road in front of you.
Etching?
Yeah, etching.
It's like something drawn, scraped into the road in front of me.
Yeah, something kind of like drawn into the road at this moment as you are driving it right now.
Okay. Do I recognize the script or the picture?
Time's up, Wystera, in terms of your driving right there. I need you to make an Arcana check quickly, and then we're going to get immediately to this.
15.
15, good. Yeah, you identify exactly what this thing is. Right here, you can see that this is a glyph, a cipher that is written down. A glyph of warding is inscribed on the ground.
I stop.
You're going to have to make a very, very high DC check on that.
Okay.
To stop the cart before it comes up onto this location on its set time, I need you to make well, Sly, what are you saying?
I was gonna say, can I help him with that? Can I help? Like, if I see Wystera kind of start reeling in, since I don't know if it
I
would
can
fall
say,
in
yeah,
danger
I
sense,
can
but
say
could I
you
like
can-
help? Because
Yeah,
I'm
you can
already
give
on
a
edge as
help
well.
action to the athletics check, yeah, but that's gonna basically cause you that you're not gonna be able to bail out.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll help.
Athletics check with advantage.
Okay.
Moving on the horses.
19.
Okay. You cease the horses, stopping 20 feet away. Exactly. You're right at the threshold. You know that this thing, this glyph of warding, has a potential entering within the 20-foot radius that something could happen. The glyph itself is not very large, but you stopped just outside of its radius.
I'm assuming this was a jarring stop for us in the back.
Yeah, Ben goes, and you guys smack in. Speaking of which, I'm going to roll some percentile dice in the suddenness of this. Ben's cage cracks.
Oh, fucking Ben.
He's free.
Squally closes it.
It's not that it's closed, it's cracked. Like the actual cage has splintered and mangled right now.
Squally
Wystera-
leaves Ben to die.
Wystera hops out.
Jesus
Uh,
Christ.
Ben had a if we could hear what Ben
and
says, just
walks to get a better look at this this glyph.
You're gonna walk towards it?
I'm gonna
Well, I'm
peek
still
my head
20
out
feet
and go,
away, yeah?
why did we stop like that?
There is a glyph in the middle of the road. I believe we have an issue here.
Is it magic?
Yes.
Can Squally do the magic thing, the dispel thing?
We can find out. Yeah, if it's 20 feet away, I walk 10 feet only towards it.
All right, you walk 10
Hmm.
feet towards it and nothing happens immediately, but you can see it's right in the path of the road where it's like, if like to the point where it's like you'd have to travel the wagon to go over it. Like there's no way to go veering around the actual glyph. It's right in the center.
Is there a reasonable sized branch or rock anywhere within my sight?
There's a couple of rocks. There's also branches that you can probably get from the actual the forest. Yeah, you could pull it off and
Okay, I want to grab a branch and attempt to throw it across the glyph.
throw it across. I'm gonna need you to make a throw.
Yep.
Unskilled to try to toss it 10 feet from where you are, 10 feet chucking. So yeah, you go
Please
to the
roll in that
forest,
one.
break, and then you throw it over.
Please in that one.
You can add your dex mod to this.
Oh, thank you. That would be 16 plus 1, so 17.
Sails up over top, goes about 16 feet. Nothing happens when it passes over.
I yell back, it might have to be living to affect it, but I
Well,
don't know.
let's throw Ben over.
I was just gonna say, I look at Squally like, not Ben.
I'm just like holding the cracked cane. I'm like ready.
The cracked
It's like-
cage at that moment, yeah.
It's like that Paramount commercial where Patrick Stewart throws Arnold like a football.
Squally, is there anything you can do here?
I can try to disarm it. Do we know whose it is?
I mean, Esmeralda trapped the shit out of this place. I imagine it's just one of her things.
Do we think it's hers?
I
Or do we
do-
think it's someone else's?
I don't know. It's possible someone has taken this place over. We don't know.
I use dispel magic.
You're gonna have to get up close to it.
I get up close to it.
Stupid question. We had a long rest, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. I forgot to mark my sheet, so.
Okay. Dispel magic.
Well, hang on. I have within 120 feet. Why do I have to get super close?
Oh, good point.
The-
What level of the spell are you casting it at?
Wow.
Okay. You cast Dispel magic. You see a sheen of gold cast over top of the glyph, and then it goes inert. Spell magic has been cast.
Okay, well, I'm gonna walk across and see if anything happens.
You cross over the glyph, nothing happens.
Squally.
Nice.
Well, in case there's a timer, Wystera runs back to the carriage, jumps in, and yells Drovash, and gonna ride that thing over the glyph.
As you're all there, Irina says to Kari, I feel safe with you all already. You guys, shifting and move. You go back onto the cart and move up to the door. You get to the door of the tower, closed and sealed with the markings indicated on the front of it.
I have a strange feeling we're gonna want that up after.
Yeah,
Maybe
but
I
like,
should dispel it.
if you dispel a dispel, does it spell?
I don't think so. I should have taken more time
It's
to
like a
think
double negative.
what the spell was in order to re-spell it.
It was a glyph of warding.
Oh, that's it. I see. I can't do that.
Are we able to? So Wystera tries the door.
How are you going to approach the door? It has in front of it the circle of with the kind of like crisscross lines in front of it, and the regular handle.
Yeah, I did it the last time, so I'm gonna do it again.
Okay. Yeah, Squally has done the mixing of the hand positions before, does that, and then you are safe to open up the door now, Wystera.
I do so.
Yeah, I did the dance. I remember.
You do so. You open up the door. First thing you notice, the children are not here.
Didn't we put
Not
them
on
upstairs?
this floor.
Yeah, we brought them upstairs though.
Oh, there's no stairs, it's the lift, but the
Yeah,
kids
I
were
know.
up on the lift.
The upper floor we brought them to.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, so
So
they're
we
not
do
here
the
on the
thingy-
bottom floor.
We do the thingy with the 4 stone figures with the chains.
Okay. You go up the lift. Squally, you know passively, you can see as you get up to the higher level where it's safer, the kids are currently in raven form. And they are by the window of the tower.
Not in Ezzy's room.
Not well. They're up in
Not the fourth floor?
on the fourth floor. There's a small window. Yeah. And they are. 1 second. I'm just gonna pull up my thing. Pulling up my thing, getting everything ready. Gonna get it all ready for you.
Well, don't pull your thing on camera.
I won't pull my thing. So the fourth floor has like 4 windows. Jesus Christ, has 4 windows. They are located near one of the windows. There's like these little slots in between it as well. And as you get to the top, you see the ravens, the small ravens, are about to take off.
Whoa. Whoa. Where are you going?
Make a persuasion check.
12.
12. See if that gets it. Nope. You see the 3 ravens
3.
fly. They leave. They 3 ravens fly up.
There were 2 children.
No, there were 3. Yolanda, Martin, and Vigo. Happy birthday. They fly out the window.
Why do you always get these like
I
random
know.
things?
I hate it. Okay. 3. What do you mean there's 3 children?
Yeah, there was the baby Yolanda, there was Vigo, and then there was Martin, the 2 younger brothers. They had their baby sister
Fuck are
as
they
well.
leaving?
I just remember the 3 boys. Why are they leaving? I try to call out to them again. Wait, just tell us
Irina's
where we're going.
confused. They're gone.
What the heck? Is it because they heard us? Did they think they were unsafe?
What?
Maybe they thought we were intruders.
We're friends.
They know what we look like. Irina's like, is everything okay? No. Fuck. Okay, well, what the hell was that?
I go to the window.
I know they know what we look like, but they could have just gotten spooked.
I wonder. I go to the window and I call out to the whoever can hear me.
Speak Raven or something.
Exactly. Well, I'm gonna caw, I guess, but mainly I'm gonna try to
Caw.
summon the other ravens. Do I see any other ravens around? That wasn't the
You can call out to the ravens and summon them. Yeah, you can do that. You want to
I know,
have
but
these
do I
ravens?
right. First, do I see anyone else? Any other ravens?
Go ahead and you can make an investigation check or a perception check, your choice.
Investigation. 15.
Okay. With that investigation, the ravens are usually near you guys. Like they follow you and are able to be on your call. They will be able to come usually within like 20 seconds if you summon them, basically each day.
I can only summon them once per day.
Well, yeah, you can like summon them and they will come to you for like once per day, basically in this. But then they would be able to like come and in just a few seconds. Now the kids are small raven sizes, like they're like baby birds. So their wingspan is not necessarily long and they're not going to be able to travel very fast. So you could have the swarm intercept them and bring them to you. Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, I mainly wanted to summon the ravens to travel with them or protect them. But yeah, maybe just at least bringing them to us just to know where they're going.
If you want to have them protect them and just to make sure that they're safe, you could also do that, and then the ravens will be basically with them the whole day.
Obviously, if they're leaving, I feel Squally probably feels that they left for a reason, or they found or know someone. No, bring them back because then we can have a conversation about it.
Okay. You summon you cause the voices to go out, calling the ravens, allowing that element of Keepers of the Feather flock together voice coming through, and you cause the ravens to come. And I'm just gonna roll something for them. Okay. Okay. Hey. One
I
more
don't like
time. The ravens, the swarm. Oh, wait, there's 4 of them. I have to make a roll. Oh my god. The swarms of ravens go to intercept the kids, to bring them to you. After 10 minutes, the kids are not back. The ravens are unsuccessful in retrieving the children.
That's it. Okay. Then I tell them to follow them and keep them safe and protect them.
Okay.
Can I I can't speak Raven. But is there any way I could tell half of them to come back to tell me where they went? No, I know
No.
that's true. I know. I know
Mhm.
they can't actually talk to me. But as long as I know that they'll be protecting them for the day, can I say like I'll just summon them I'll summon them tomorrow. Or something. We'll figure it out. Just internal thoughts, go on. They couldn't bring them back. They must be going somewhere important if they just ran off like that, or something's happening, but hopefully the ravens, the flock keeps them safe. We'll see. There's nothing more I can do. I say that to the group.
Okay, that was weird. Why would they just go?
Maybe they got news of their family or something.
How would
I
they have gotten news?
don't know, they've been here for a few days. Right?
Was that? I mean, I don't know. Maybe they were looking for a chance to leave. Maybe that glyph was keeping them in as much as it was keeping us out.
Why would the glyph be keeping them in? Who would want
I
to
don't know. Keep them safe too, so they don't bail.
then who set the glyph?
Good question. I don't know.
I
I'm just spitballing.
I think the question at hand, though, now is this place safe at all? Now that we have taken down the 2 glyphs, is there any point in leaving Irina here?
Well, the
Well, the
glyphs were
2. What is it? We got like 4 golems like down below. Like those things are like can keep somebody safe. And then that glyph does that last forever, Squally? Like the dispellation of it, or does it just like stay? Because that fire came back before.
does it DM? Does Wally know that?
That's a good question. Does the DM know that question?
Also, the glyph
Uh,
wasn't there when we first got there, right? Like when we first went to Izzy's tower, that glyph wasn't there.
No. So something's up.
So who made the glyph? That's the real question.
I'm just reading this thing. As far as I can tell, so it doesn't tell me what the spell itself, but I'm just looking at dispel magic itself. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. So the spell is ended. The glyph still remains there, but the spell that is there is gone. So yeah, it's done.
Well, hopefully the Ravens keep them safe, and if they are going to family, maybe that's I'm going to keep hopeful.
Squally, for the sake of it, go ahead and make an Arcana check for me, please.
Okay. It's gonna be shite. 5.
That is pretty shite. You don't. Yeah, unfortunately, origins in terms of the glyph, no idea. You don't know. Like Glyph of Warding is a very specific kind of spell. There's only a few kinds of spellcasters that can do it, like wizards and clerics. I believe that there are certain other spellcasters that can do it, but like not a lot of wizards roaming around, and certainly not a lot of clerics. Yeah, so it's kind of like you don't necessarily know who else could have done that.
Hmm.
I don't believe this is safe anymore.
Kari, is there anything that you can determine from the glyph?
Myself? And yeah, and just hold on a second. And just like she says that to you, Vistra, like, hold on a second. Um, the only thing I can discern is that this particular glyph. Let's see what she's got for a mod. It's pretty simple. Like it's a simplistic spell. Like you dispelled it because it's not necessarily complicated. It's not. Doesn't seem like it's like the same kind of thing as like that fire. And this definitely wasn't here before. Like this is brand new. Irina looks at all of you. So wait, this place. So we're not. It's not safe here anymore. And Kari's like, no, it is safe. The kids that were here were fine. Something else though. Something else came here. Like I it doesn't seem like it was safe. Something else was able to come here, or maybe the kids found something else. I don't know, but I don't know if something came in. Seemed like something was outside of it, but that's it. It must have been like kept out, closed off, or locked away. I don't know.
I start to inspect the other room, to see if there's
Make
anyone
an
there.
make an investigation check.
Did anyone come into the tower? Ooh, 17.
17. Somebody was in the tower.
Ooh.
And you don't see any signs, though, of the trap going off. There's no signs that anything was here. Somebody knew how to get in. Somebody knew how to get through here. And
like
as you're investigating,
Is
you
Esmeralda alive? Oh, that would be nice.
you notice You notice something that's here that was not here before. A couple things. There are some sweet treats that are not native to just the valley. They're out of they're from farther away, like little sweet treat wrappers. You notice that there are two little plush toys. One of them is a toy of a kind of flaming hot, like flaming horse, and the other one is one of kind of like a decayed person. Those two little plush toys with all work no play makes a dull Blinsky, I think it was. Let me just find the actual phrase of it. I was gonna be quoting The Shining all of a sudden. All work and no play makes Blinsky a dull boy. No fun is no Blinsky. That's what it is. I didn't even have to look it up. I got it. No fun is no Blinsky on the tag markers of them. And you notice that there is a book, a picture book.
Is that is no fun is no Blinsky?
Is no fun is no Blinsky is on the
Blinsky.
toys.
That's one of the only notes I have written back when I was keeping track of stuff. Do I have any context of it? No, but I wrote that down.
Are you
Well,
serious?
if you want to make a remember it, I could definitely tell you a context if you've got that
Yeah.
note.
I have is no fun is no Blinsky, and then we died, and so then I have all the stuff about what happened post resurrection. But yeah, I do have is
It
no
was
fun is no Blinsky.
before you and I died?
Yeah, because the next thing I have written down is post resurrection, and then I have like the little dream I had, and
Your notes are almost as good as mine.
yeah. Oh, I wrote down a little chart because Liam was saying like tarot card shit, so I was like, I gotta write this down, and then I got confused immediately.
Taro will do that to you. Taroko
So I was
will
like,
do that.
sick, I've got that written. And then I died. And then that session, I was like, I didn't know I could get resurrected. So I started rolling a new character and stopped keeping notes.
I just gave up.
I really did.
Well,
I was like, well,
my
back to the drawing board. That character didn't work. And now we're here.
mine says zombies fucked us up. Sly died. I died.
I don't have notes of what happened. It's just
So I'll
so
tell
you-
you,
so I do
Blinsky.
have is no fun is no Blinsky written.
Yeah, so I'll tell you, Blinsky. You guys remember this? Actually, remember the drinking game you guys had way back when under that toy
Oh,
store?
yep.
Oh,
Yeah. Blinsky is that toy store. That's the place. That's who manufactures these toys.
What
That
the
toy store.
fuck?
That toy store is in Valakey. The picture book, though, that's not from Blinsky. This is something else.
It wasn't. No, Isak had dolls in his room. It wasn't picture books. What's the picture book of? Sly's gonna
picture
be
book-
intrigued, and he's gonna go up and inspect that little thing.
Go ahead and make a history check for me.
Okay. $14.
14. You remember looking first at the book. The book is colorful, first of all. Very different from a lot of the things that you'd be seeing in Barovia. You look at this, and it's written in a very fine penmanship. A penmanship that some of you that read a note a little while ago would recognize. The book itself is of creatures fantastical and wild. Creatures from far beyond this realm. Creatures from different continents and different countries. Creatures underground. Creatures that are abnormal. It's little things for kids to kind of like get their amazement, like wonderment of. It's a children's book. But it's all these wondrous and fantastical creatures, hand illustrated. The handwriting is familiar. Does anybody have cartographer's tools?
Or don't.
No.
I got herbs though.
Okay. Okay.
I'm
just
proficient in
remember-
rowboating. Does that help here?
Now, ore is not going to help you right now. But I will say this, Sly. The colors remind you of a very fantastical and flamboyant gentleman who was talking to you all about wonders before in Valaki at the Blue Water Inn.
Oh, that flippin'
Is she the guy who taught me how to
ringmaster?
fly?
The guy who taught you how to fly?
Yeah, that dude. What was his name?
I'll also
Um,
say this, Sly, as you are looking through this, there's one animal that strikes you as very familiar.
Ratka, isn't it?
That's his name. Yeah.
No,
What?
Rictavio.
Rictavio, yeah.
That sounds right.
Rictavio.
Look at you keeping
There-
notes. What
There is
do I
a
recognize?
picture. There is a picture of a creature here. A large cat with tusks coming out of its face.
What?
Do I
The
see
re-
this?
Yes, you would.
Does it look like Sly?
No, it looks like the
Okay.
thing that you saw tackle Esker when you guys were in Valaki before.
Okay.
Oh. I'm drawing a blank.
Remember
Yeah.
when you guys took that gemstone, threw it in the fire, jumped inside of it, and then you ended up teleporting all of a sudden to Valaki?
Uh-huh.
And do you guys remember how you guys were trying to run away and Esker had saw you all and tried to catch up?
The maid, yes.
Yes.
the maid,
Yes,
yeah.
yes, French maid.
And
Mhm.
yes, the French maid there. And you remember how all of a sudden a saber-toothed tiger jumped out and tackled Esker to the ground as you guys were running out?
No, but it's
Oh.
ringing a bell now.
Yeah.
And how randomly you guys thought that shit was?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It wasn't
That's how
random.
you recognize this thing.
Okay.
So, okay.
Wow.
Small world? I don't know. I don't know how that helps us now.
So did Rictavio eat Esker for us?
Is Octavia like a were?
Is he a
Hyena?
were-saber?
He's
that'd be
a
cool.
were hyena.
Or does he own a saber? Okay, well, since we're there, someone was in there, but we don't sense anyone in the room right now. Bless
You
you.
detected somebody had come through. Thank you. You detected somebody had, like, you find someone came through here and they came through without any issue whatsoever. And then were able to, seems, drop off sweets and this book and then left. And what I'll say with a high investigation roll that you made, it was made at, this person was here a day ago. At least.
What the fuck is going
Do we sense that he is coming back?
I don't know.
Cool. His stuff is here. Came, put a protection spell, scared the kids. Why did he scare the kids? Why did the kids leave when we got there? Friggin', what is Rictavio doing? Has he been following us? Okay, what do we know about Rictavio? Rictavio knows magic, yes. Rictavio, what do I have about Rictavio? Anyone remember anything about Rictavio?
I'm looking, but
I don't think my notes go that in depth. Nope.
Obviously. My notes are confusing. When he taught me how to fly, uh, I just wrote rainbow on, like rainbow in all caps and then on.
Like a Sailor Moon character?
Wonder
basically.
Twins activate.
Yeah,
Does
I was thinking like fucking Johnny Storm, like Jesus.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
does this creature have like a big head of hair or a mane of some kind? Because that does connect to this dream I had from Strahd. I have his red eyes, long mane beast written down.
Beast.
Does that match the description of the picture I see?
Not necessarily. No.
But that's why I don't take notes, because I'm like, this will come in handy, and then it doesn't.
Red Eyes Long Named Beast?
Long mane.
Oh yeah, no, this creature didn't have a mane.
Okay.
When we left Rictavio, when did we see Rictavio last? Was it during the performance? The performance? That didn't happen?
The Festival of the Sun?
Festival of the Sun, yeah.
The last time that you had seen him, Squally, was during your flight test. That was it.
And then he didn't tell us how to like contact him or anything? Or like where to find him? He just like
Well, as far as I remember it, it was mainly like he was just at the Blue Water Inn.
why was he here? Why was he at the tower? Did he know Esmeralda? What's going on? I'm more confused than I was before. I don't know, guys. What do we do?
I don't know. I'm very confused. Like, how the fuck did this guy end up here?
I mean, perhaps he
He
will.
must have known Esmeralda.
And why would the children be running from him? I mean, probably the saber-tooth thingy. But do we think he'll be at the reception? Like maybe we should just see him there. He's probably invited. Should we talk to him? Is he
Vistra, make a history check for me, please.
confused?
Lord. Oh well, 14.
Squally, in terms of relaying with the group, did you relay everything talking about like what you were noticing? Like again, they got in here no problem. It looked like it was about a day, like all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Great. Bistro, when you were riding the cart before traveling down the road, I think, yeah, when you were making your way to Berez, there was a moment, or no, it wasn't even when you were going to Berez. It was when you were going to the pass, as when you were going that way. You recall that you had seen about a day ago, there was an old man walking down this pathway.
Yes.
They didn't look anything like Rictavio.
No.
That's the only person that you guys ever saw come down here. I would say even also with investigation, if you guys like look at the grounds, there's not a lot of tracks making their way up this road.
You said there was writing that we recognize?
Yeah.
And I didn't recognize
It was
that.
in the book?
Mhm.
What does it say?
And you said it was from the note.
You recognize
But-
the handwriting on it is there, but it's
Yeah.
like it doesn't come immediately with you because they're like it's like you don't immediately like know, but it's like I've seen this it's familiar. It's very descript and it seems very familiar in terms of just like
So
Well, if I
So it's
see,
just
I'm
that
gonna
we know
go
this-
go to the cart and grab the note and come back and compare. Because I imagine we still have the note.
when you say this is a picture book, is it like a sketchbook or a personal drawing book or something that's like mass
It's an old-timey
published?
picture show.
it's
Like,
a
is this
it's
like a published
hand
picture
well I
book?
mentioned it's hand drawn pictures. So it's like a
Yeah.
personal hand drawn artistry.
Wait,
And then
Okay.
there's writing on the side describing it.
What
Okay,
are the
so it's
pictures of?
it-
Language.
so it's not like an almanac or some kind of like textbook that would be this is
No, it's for
someone's
kids.
personal thing. Oh, so it's like, but it's
It's written for the children. Who-
okay.
What are the
okay, so-
pictures? Wally wants to read the book.
Sure. Yeah, reading the book, it's just like it's a kid's book. It's meant to show these wondrous creatures with a
Okay.
little bit of a description, little flavor text, a little bit like, here is the majestic hare wandering around. You can see it bouncing about, and it shows with its long tipped horn that it's
Okay.
going to watch out for things that are going to be wish they'd never been born. Like it's like stabbing towards a creature and it's running in fear.
Okay, I wasn't sure if this was like someone's like personal journal keeping track of different creatures they've seen.
No, it's a kid's book. Yeah.
Okay.
But
So
I
just 'cause
still I still read the whole thing just in case, and I'm looking out for anything that doesn't like anything that really stands out.
You got it. Eren, you run over to the cart and you begin to like go through finding notepads and all that. And you come across what note are specifically are you looking for? What are you looking for exactly?
You said that we got a note recently that like the first one when you said a note that we got recently, the one I thought was the one that had like that we got on the cart that had Strahd's writing, but then it had the writing from what's his face on the back side of it that was like good luck getting to the fucking
Yeah,
Um,
Rahadin, that one. Yeah.
Rahadin. Yeah, I it was on the tip of my tongue and I couldn't remember
Got
his
it.
fucking name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You grab that note going back upstairs. You grab that. Compare. Not the same. Doesn't look like the same. You're not professionally trained in it, but doesn't look like it just from your passing glance.
Not his writing or Strahd's writing.
Strahd's has a little bit. I mean, it looks a little closer, maybe, but it doesn't look the same
same.
either. Yeah, there's a little bit more finer details in that, maybe, but doesn't feel the same either.
And I didn't, Wystera didn't recognize that old man
Nope.
in any way.
Nope. Total stranger.
Old man.
Well,
So Rictavio brought a children's book and toys to the baby ravens.
it seems that way.
So the evidence that someone was here, it does point to him. It's not that just that he wrote this book and someone brought it.
These things were not here beforehand. It's like this is a handwritten thing. The toys themselves, but it's like yeah, you don't have the what is it called, like knowledge on in terms of it. It's right now trying to piece it together, like what exactly is come through here. What you do know is that there's really only one set of tracks, not including your owns, that comes here and then leaves.
I'm so locked on this note thing now. Can I can I do any kind of history check of I recognize that handwriting. I know where it
Did you?
matches.
Are there other notes that you're checking yourself, like the ones that you had acquired?
That's what I'm trying to like make some kind of check as like a recall or like go looking through the fucking card and just go through any notes or anything that we've gotten that I can look
I'll
at
give
and see if
Eren
they match.
the postcards that we got.
Looking at the postcards, comparing these
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah,
Because if I
I'll just see
recognize
him.
the
I'll
handwriting, I
just
would
see
try to
him
go
looking
see
at
if I
like
could match
different
it
scripts of
somehow.
handwriting. I'll just give him what I have. So here's a couple postcards.
Got it.
Like I think if I didn't know necessarily, but I was like, I recognize that handwriting, I would go try to look and see if I could find a match for it, you know?
Yeah, and this is one of the things. If you want to leave it to a die roll, you could, but it's also like if you have it in the inventory, there's no like a notes in your inventory, then it's not going to have to come down to a die roll. Postcards wise though, you look at the postcards, there's a little bit of a flamboyant gesturing to it, that is a little bit familiar, but it's not. It's a little that one. The script is not the same. Or not the script, but the actual pressure that you can kind of see with it, it doesn't have the same details either. So the postcards are not. Just looking for something right now. You guys keep going. Wow.
Yeah, or to keep going where?
Yeah, what the fuck? I'm lost. That's why I'm like, now I'm locked on this trying to find the match for this shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know what we're supposed to do. I can't find anything on Rectavio.
You want to make a roll for yourself, Padon? I will leave it up to you.
Yeah, sure.
So,
What would it be?
people helping, this is going to be an investigation check. I will grant it with advantage. But yeah, if this doesn't go well, then it's going to be completely cut off.
That'll be 18.
18. Postcards, no. Invitations, no. Even like you even check and see if it could potentially be like Tristan's writing or anything like that. No. You find one note in the cart. One long note that when you guys had first met Esmeralda, when you'd first gone into the cart and were looking through everything, you found this letter. A long letter. An individual talking about regrets about their last life. I'm going to pull up something just because I have not been able to find it. I'm going to just see specifically what is marked on this letter. Because when you look at this, the writing on it is near perfect matching.
Running back in like, I found it.
You found what?
This is the same writing.
She indicated one that was burned forehand. Let me see. Trying to find exactly where it is. I'm mad at myself because I had this letter. I had it somewhere. Shit. See, now I gotta find it. Yeah, I'm gonna look for it. I'm gonna quickly look for it. This is important. This is important. Guys, talk about butt stuff. Talk about shit. I don't know. Do funny things. Entertain the people.
I could
Entertain-
juggle.
Talk about shit.
I could juggle. Like it's impossible. I write so many notes and then I can never find anything in them.
You guys know what the sign for turtle is?
Excuse me.
Like sign language?
You would think, but that is wrong. Any other guesses?
I've been lied to.
Yes, that's not ASL.
I have absolutely no fucking. That looks suggestive.
You know what? No, you want to know what looks suggestive? I'll do something and you tell me if you know what it means.
Even ASL. Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think that means, Peyton?
I don't want to say what I think.
Know what actually
Coffee with milk.
means.
Why?
Coffee, because you're grinding the
also-
coffee. Isn't it like some...
No, that's the gluck gluck
Make?
is what that
You're
is.
doing make, this is coffee.
That's the one.
Coffee,
Yep, coffee,
tea,
tea. But I know that's milk.
milk. Yeah. You want to know my favorite sign?
Bullshit.
Yeah.
After a long day at work, my one friend would just look at me and just be like,
Yeah. That's funny. You know what's even funnier?
That's
So that's
dead.
dead.
yeah,
But you know what drunk is?
no,
So this is to drink, right? Drink,
yeah.
drunk.
It's
So
just like dead, but
it's like dead, but it's drink, which is drunk.
that's funny.
Isn't that cute?
ASL was wild, like in the best way.
I love it. I speak it fluently now.
Oh, seriously? That's pretty cool. How'd you learn? Like, just take courses or just online stuff or what?
I took University of Calgary has courses, so I took there's 5
Sick.
courses through them. I took them over COVID. It was pretty fun. Met some pretty
Sweet.
neat people.
Yeah. There's
And
one
my
client I
prof-
work with. There's one
my
client I
prof-
work with.
Yeah.
Sorry, but he's like blind and deaf.
Mhm.
So it's like to communicate, he like knows ASL. So it's like you just rest. He rests his hands on yours and then you sign and then he like and I'm like, oh, I'm not fluent, so like people are trying to tell me
I got it!
what to do. And I'm
Yay!
panicking. Yeah.
That'd be so cool.
It was really cool just like witness it. But I said
Yeah, my stepdad's aunt was deaf and blind, and they had a whole different system of speaking with her just using her hands. They were able to like count or say different things using her hands for her, and like and that was 50 years ago, 60 years ago. So it was like
Dang.
totally different, but it's very cool.
Okay. I had it, then I lost it, then I have it again.
Way to go. Thank you.
Don't open pop-ups on the
Yay.
website, everybody. Anyway. I was looking to see if this letter particularly had a signature. It did not.
That's what I
But
was thinking.
this
Darn.
is part of the burned journal entry that you guys had found in Esmeralda's stuff here. Talking about a long lost son, regrets of this. This letter, this handwritten letter here is the thing that connects for you. It's the thing that has no near closest resemblance in terms of the handwriting. So whoever wrote this letter, Esmeralda knew. They knew Esmeralda. They knew how to get into this place. And this is their...
Octavio is Esmeralda's son.
or was he pushed?
As you guys are basically going through this, Kari looks through and says, well, fuck, okay, so that means that whoever knew Esmeralda can get in here. So that's it. It's whoever Esmeralda knew. Or at least knew Esmeralda.
Mm-hmm. Well, it seems like Rictavio knew Esmeralda.
Okay, so if that's the case, we knew Rictavio. Rictavio was pretty good, right?
Seemed like it.
He taught me how to fly.
Well then, great. So we can leave Irina here and then we can get going. And we can like figure out, maybe we can find him. Like we can like,
I think as long as we know it's, which it seems like it's, you know, not somebody bad that was here, then I think it's okay. The only thing that's still confusing me is why the kids just left, but
Do you think Rictavio told them that? Told the kids that we weren't good?
But then why would he be saying that about us if we suspect he's on our side?
I don't know.
Irina speaks for a moment and says, what exactly this person you're talking about, Rictavio, where did you meet this person?
That's the other thing. We met him at a bar. Like what? We met him at the tavern.
Valaki.
In Valaki, the
Valaki.
Blue Water Inn.
And what did you all do in Valaki?
That's a loaded question.
I'm asking it again. What did you all do in Valaki?
We overthrew.
Why do we have to sneak in there right now?
Oh, we're not welcome.
We overthrew a Burgermeister.
Shit, metagame. Didn't she say her brother was the burgomaster?
No, her brother is
Brother
Rick,
is Ismark.
Ismark, who is now the Burgermaster of
Liam
Not in
has a
Valaki
smirk on
though,
his
in
face.
Not
Liam has a
Valaki.
smirk on his face. I don't
and not in
like
Crest
that.
either.
No, the Burgermeister that two different Burgermeisters.
Where did we kill that guy? Because then another note I have is Isak's final words to do with the messed up arm, and it was find her.
Yeah,
we
but
never found out who the her was.
it's not the same
And then
person.
but
Ishnak
No.
and Ishmark are two different people.
no, I know that. But the
And
right hand man of the
her,
burgomaster.
no. The her that they're talking about, Ishmark had a bunch of the same girl in the girls, you know, his room full of the pictures
Yeah,
of
he had all the and who's
it
that
wasn't
girl?
Irina.
How do we know that? I'm panicking that it might have been.
It's not.
How do we know that?
Liam.
Though?
Liam. That wasn't the same girl.
I think it might be. We never.
Oh, Ishmark and
Bless
Ishnak
you.
were two different people. Liam,
Thank
can
you.
you back
Ishnak.
me up
Who are
instead
you
of
saying
smirking?
that?
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
Am I wrong?
Guys, metagaming. I think we killed her brother,
Oh,
and
we
that's
did
why.
because we just no, because literally friggin' Squally went up to Ishmark to tell Ishmark was like, hey, we're talking about two different people. Don't worry about it. Like seriously. I remember verifying the two different people because their names were very similar. But they are two different people. But I remember asking Liam directly. I'm like, okay, the guy with the arm is not Irina's brother because Ishmael,
I'm not saying that's his.
Ishnak, two different people.
No, but I'm not. I know Isak wasn't her brother, but I think it was like. I think Isak was like
Burgermeister.
in love
The
with her.
town that Ishnak or Ishmark, sorry, her brother actually took over. Her dad, like their dad, was the Burgermeister who passed away, and then they took over. Remember, we found them in the funeral. We went through the whole funeral with the two siblings together. Ishmark sent Irina away.
We're talking about Isak, the guy with the
Ishnak, the
fucking
arm guy,
arm. Yeah.
was obsessed with this doll thing, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Right?
Yeah, Isak had the room full of dolls.
Yes.
Mm. And Wystera, you had seen those dolls,
God, I
correct?
hated that room.
Yep.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and those dolls, you knew they do look a lot like Irina.
Yes, I
No, they
remember that as
don't.
well. But I didn't see. I couldn't. Yeah, I remember that, but I couldn't see how was relevant here, so I didn't.
What the frig is
Didn't think
going
a room full of dolls that looked like this girl weren't relevant. Oh,
They
wow.
looked like Irina?
Yes, I said that at the time.
You most certainly did not.
Well, okay, if I didn't, Liam did, but one of us did.
Who's gonna
I
Who's gonna
remember it
ex-
being. I remember it being.
Confused.
And that's
Who's gonna explain to her why we're not allowed back in Valaki?
why. That's where I first
so
got
confused.
the idea that Irina was extremely central to this plot. Was that seeing all these dolls?
And that Isak's final words were, "Find her. I can see her eyes." Or no, I see her eyes.
Yeah, and I just took it that he was obsessed with her for some reason, but I didn't take it much farther than that.
And then
Yeah,
who's
I'm
the
gonna do
other
this.
Burgermaster?
Sly?
Ismark? Is that the other guy?
Sly?
Ismark's her brother.
Sly.
Sly?
Is it? Yeah.
I want you to make, and I'm gonna give you inspiration on this. I want you to roll. I want you to roll, and you can choose a nature or a history check for me. You can roll with an inspiration, which is an advantage. I'm giving you a d20 on this.
You said history or nature?
Your choice.
Either one's an advantage on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go history.
History. Okay.
Uh, 12.
Okay. Now, I will allow you to translate the meta thoughts you've been having here
Didn't he
to
say?
Sly's own mind.
I found something. It's fine. Keep going.
No, yeah, you
No,
can
what-
you can say.
I wrote down Ishnak's final words saying, "We find her." Not, "Please find her." And I don't know if that's a
Oh,
typo.
sorry. Yeah, it's just find her. It's Isak said find her, and then he whispered to Sly, "This is metagaming. I see her eyes." So he said to us all as we were like beating the crap out of him, "Find her." And then
Sly,
mono a mono, he said to Sly.
Okay. Anyways, go on.
Okay, sorry, what am I doing?
this is a history check.
Uh-huh.
I'm really thinking. You know what? I think the nature of this, I'm thinking about it more. I think this is a nature check. I apologize. Is it the same for you?
Yeah.
Okay, I think this is nature. Because I'm looking at it, and the only way I can really describe this is a nature-based thing, and it has nothing. It doesn't have history. History can be recalling the actual thing, but I think looking at it is a nature thing for yourself. Irina and Ismark are brother and sister.
Okay.
But Ismark is very fair-skinned. And Irina has kind of a darker, kind of like a brownish hint to her skin tone. This could mean that it's like an interracial couple between Ismark's father. His own father was himself more pale-skinned, more fair. Isaac, his skin tone was pretty dark-skinned as well. And again, not saying that individuals that have kind of like this deeper dark skin or fair skin come from the same households here, but you looked in the eyes of Isaac when he died. You were right there by him. There's something in Irina's eyes.
I might able to tell like they have the same eyes.
That's trickier. That it could be a complete coincidence. It doesn't seem like it, but it just seems like there's like something
There was
in
a
them.
third brother. The long lost twin.
Anything Wystera saw in that small den room with the painting on the wall of perhaps the form of Irina that Strahd was originally
Nope.
captured with? Nothing in
Nope.
those eyes.
No, no, no. But what you saw in terms of Isaac's room with those dolls was obsession with one person.
Yes,
Didn't seem healthy.
correct. But I don't know where to take that. That's like I got all that, but I don't know what you're trying to. I don't know how it helps us protect Irina.
I I don't think this is about protecting Irina.
No, that's my point. Yeah.
Squally, are you the
Mhm.
one that's describing to Irina what you did in Valky?
No. I look around the room to see who's gonna answer. If anyone chooses to answer. And I kind of hope it's not Eren.
Aaron will step up if he looks around and sees no one wants to say anything, he's gonna say it.
Squally puts his feathers on Eren's face. But no, just listen.
And I would be like, no, we have to tell her. We can't. We what are we gonna do?
Well,
We
wait to see if someone answers first. Hold your horses, Eren.
we messed up in Valaki. And we helped the person who is now leading, Lady Fiona Vochter, overthrow the Burgomaster because, well, like I said, we made the wrong decision. We thought we were on the right side, and then immediately realized we were on the wrong side when it was too late. Tried to stand up and stop what was going on, and were thrown out of town. And told if we come even within eye view of the gates that we'll be attacked. And It's something I think about all the time.
When you
And
visited
it
my
helps
brother
remind me that we need to stop everything that's happening.
when you visited my brother before, when I asked you to go see him, is he still alive?
Ismark? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, he's alive. He's in. Which town is he in?
Fresk. Is that it?
Kresk, right? No,
1 second.
no, it's not Kresk. It's not Kresk, it's not Valaki.
Barovia.
Barovia?
Barovia.
Barovia, yeah. We helped him in Barovia. And last we were there, he was in charge. He was helping the people. He seemed very distracted, but he was helping.
And you helped him because of what had happened before in Valaki.
Yes, and because the people needed help there. And we knew Ismark and we trusted Ismark and he needed our help, so of course we helped him.
You all need to stop thinking about my safety. You all need to focus on something different. Currently, you are distracted. You are all distracted by one minor thing. That 3 birds flew out the window, and you explained that those were kids. But trying to piece together all of this, you care about us and you care about everyone. I can feel that. And you are trying right now to do so many things, and you cannot be focused on one singular task. I trust you that this place is safe. I feel I will be safer with my brother. But I also know that you have tasks that you need to set out. Whoever came here from this village, this town of Valaki, obviously feels as if that you could have potentially all been a threat, or something could have been a threat to this area. Those children were taken care of by something. They didn't seem to run away, but when you came in, they ran away. And if you did this in Valaki, whatever was shared, they shared it with these children. I don't know what these children mean to you, but I think what this means is that they warned them that some harm could be brought to them.
Understand that. We haven't always been on the right side.
I will stay here and wait, and I will go to Barovia when you are ready, but I feel as if that there are other tasks you need to set out to do. Take care of them. And I'm not going to Valaki, and I'm not going to any other place. I'm not traveling with you anywhere. I'm going to see my brother, because I need to know that he is safe in my heart. I need to know that. And from what it sounds like, you are bringing a war to this entire place, to our valley, wherever you go. And the least safe place I would be is with all of you. But I think that the hope for us to be saved, all of us, also lies with all of you. I hope that I am right about this.
I hope so too.
Irina goes over to the bed, just kind of sets her stuff down. Kari looks at all of you. So, what's next? That's
This
task
will-
1 done.
Wystera starts heading down the stairs.
You mean going on the lift?
Sorry, yes.
Okay. Kari joins you on the lift. Everybody else?
Can I take the children's book?
Absolutely.
I don't know if there's anything else to take, so I guess I'll go join them on the lift.
Eren?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go.
The clay golems. Lower the lift. Make your way to the main floor. Head out the door. Task 1's complete. Irina is at the
Yes.
tower.
Wait, she's not leaving to go to her brother?
Nope, she's staying in the tower.
Didn't she just... I'm confused.
Oh, she said
She's
later.
waiting for you
She
guys
said-
when you are done your tasks. And then gonna go to Barovia
Yeah.
when you guys are
Be
ready.
with your brother.
Take her there.
Huh.
Yeah, Wystera hops into the cart.
You get in the cart.
Waits for everybody to hop in.
And we're going to find out exactly what next task is going to be for you guys next time. We'll end our session there.
Son of a bitch.
This is a very interesting session, guys. Very interesting.
So confused.
Those things from before the campaign are coming into it again, but different and changed.
My nerves are fried from riding on this emotional roller coaster.
We'll probably do a little bit of unpacking here afterwards, but for now, we'll let everybody else go. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Have a wonderful rest of your night, guys. We'll see you next session. Bye.